एक ओंकार सतनाम करता सतनाम करता सतनाम निर्भय निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद Okay, it's good. Now it's good. Well, welcome everyone. We have a meditation on Chet Basant Bhala today. Chet Basant Bhala is Guru Nanak's poem, but we will also have a couple of other poems today. One sung by an amazing singer, Prakhar Jojan, who I met when I was in India. So I'll play a preview for you just for a second. Yeah, he sings absolutely beautifully. That's what Avinash ji was saying. He absolutely is a beautiful singer, and so we'll listen to the full poem. But before we do that, let's look at Guru Nanak's poem. Guru Nanak sings Chet Basant Bhala, Bhavar Suhavade. चेत बसंत भला भवर सुहावड़े बन फूले मंज बार मैं फिर घर बाबुड़े. So while I was in India last month, I sang at the Bhai Veer Singh Sadan, and they asked me to sing something about Chet, because that was the beginning of the month. It's also the beginning of the new year, Chet. Chet is the name of the month, but it also means to meditate. I found it wonderful that the first month of the year, the name of the year, is the same as what Guru Nanak asks us to repeat. Jap, Chet, remember. Guru Nanak talks about each of the 12 months in the Baramaha. And in the Baramaha, he sings one 6-line poem about each month, and this one is about Chet. In this poem, he's saying, Chet Basant Bhala Bhavar Suhavade. In the month of Chet, the lovely spring has come, and the bumblebees hum with joy. Ban phule manj bhar, main pir ghar bahuda. The forest is blooming in front of my door. If only my beloved would return to my home. Pir ghar bahude. When will my love come home? When will my love come back? Return, bahude. Return. So while I was in India, we also recorded some of this, and I'm going to play some of the music that we recorded. The rag that we are playing here is Rag Tukhari. Sa re ga ma pa dha ma pa ga re sa ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma pa ga re. The rag has this longing in it, like we're there but not there. So when Guru Nanak sings Chet Basant Bhala, he's longing for his love. This is a beautiful season of Basant. It has come. The flowers are flowering. The bumblebees are going from flower to flower. Bhavar Suhavade. Ban phule manjbar, inside and out. Everything is blossoming. Remember? Mauli dharti, maule akas. But my love is not here. Pir ghar bahude. Rajesh Prasanam plays the flute with me, played this rag a little bit. So in the beginning of this shabad, we play this on the flute, just a solo. So why don't you listen to that? Think about Chet Basant Bhala.
चेत बसंत भला भवर सुहावड़े बन फूले मजबार मैं फिर घर बाहुड़े मैं फिर घर बाहुड़े मैं फिर घर बाहुड़े मैं फिर घर बाहुड़े मैं फिर घर बाहुड़े.
चेत बसंत भला भवर सुहावड़े. बन फूले मजबार मैं फिर घर बाहुड़े. Everything is here, but I'm missing my love. What's the point of this whole Basant? What's the point of these flowers? What's the point of the bumblebees if you cannot enjoy it with your love? And then Guru Nanak continues. He says, फिर घर नहीं आवे, धन क्यों सुख पावे, बिरह बिरोध तन चीजै। फिर घर नहीं आवे, धन क्यों सुख पावे। If my love does not return home, how can dhan sukh pave? How can the soul bride find peace? Birah virodh tan chije. Her body is wasting away in the sorrow of separation. Birah virodh tan chije. It's being torn apart. Birah virodh tan chije.
कोकिल अम्ब सुहावी बोले,
The beautiful trees have the sweet mangoes on them. What a beautiful season. And the koel, the songbird, is singing its song. Kokil amb suhavi bole. It's singing a beautiful song, Suhavi. Kyun dukh ang sahi jai. You see, when you're hurting and someone is singing a happy song, it hurts even more. Guru Sahib is saying, my love is not here, and the flowers are singing, the bumblebee is singing, the mangoes are singing, the koyal is singing, the songbirds are singing, everyone is singing. But my love is not here. How can I endure this pain? Kyun dukh ank sahi jai? Kyun? How can I suffer? Let's listen to this.
फिर घर नहीं आवे, धन क्यों सुख पावे। फिर घर नहीं आवे, धन क्यों सुख पावे, बिरह विरोध तन चीजै। कोकिल अम्ब सुहावी बोले, कोकिल अम्ब सुहावी बोले, क्यों दुख आंख सही जय, क्यों दुख अंक सही जय, क्यों दुख अंक सही जय। मैं फिर घर बाहुड़े, मैं फिर घर बाहुड़े, मैं फिर घर बाहुड़े, मैं फिर घर बाहुड़े।
कोकिल अंब सुहावी बोले, क्यों दुख अंक सही जाए. And then Guru Nanak goes on to say, Bhavar bhavanta phuli dali, क्यों जीवा मर माए. Bhavar bhavanta phuli dali. The Bhavar, the Bhavara, the bumblebee is buzzing around the flowering branches. Phuli dali, it is going from flower to flower. क्यों जीवा मर माए. how can I live? I am dying. That's what this translation says. But there is a deeper meaning here. The Bhavar, the bumblebee, is going from one flower to the other flower to the other flower. Doesn't that remind you of us? There's so many things that we have these days. Some of us have family. Some of us have all the pleasures in the world. We have entertainment. We have TVs, programs, friends. We go out. We have houses. We have so many things to entertain ourselves. Social media. Despite that, so many people are depressed. There's so much sorrow. We're sort of like the Bhavar. We're going from flower to flower to flower. We're living like we're dead. Only if our desires would die, we would truly live. Only if the desire would die and the bumblebee could focus on the one flower that it needs the nectar from. Bhavar Bhavanta. You see how this poem is about ghar. And what is Bhavar doing? It's going from place to place. It's going from flower to flower. It hasn't found home. Remember, the poem was about home. Ban phule majbar, मैं फिर घर बाहुड़े. My love has not come back home. That's why he creates this image of Bhavar Bhavanta Phuli Dali. There is a branch and there are so many flowers on it. And the Bhavar goes from one flower to the other, to the other, to the other. It hasn't found its home. Kyun jiva mar mae. There's a word called mar jiva. And Guru Nanak, how beautifully he turns it around. He's calling it Jiva Mar, my mother. Oh mother, how can I live like I am dead? He's saying, how can I live with my desires being dead? How can I lose this ego? And then the answer comes in the last line. Nanak chet sahaj sukh paave, je har var ghar dhan paye. Nanak chet sahaj sukh paye. In chet, peace can be obtained, but then the second deeper meaning is when you meditate, bliss can be attained. Chet sahaj sukh paye. And it is attained in sahaj. You don't have to go from flower to flower to flower to flower. It comes from within, from your ghar. Je har var ghar dhan paye. You find that spouse, the Hari, the oneness. Ghar dhan. And then dhan is the soul bride, but it's also, dhan is wealth. In your house you found the highest wealth. You know, I've been wondering about this word bahude. Ban phule manjbar, main pir ghar bahude. Bahur na hoego phera. Bhavar is about cycling, coming back. But it's also about wealth. It's the same word as bahur, bahuri. In the famous couplet, Bhagat Kabir says, Kaal kare so aaj kar, aaj kare so ab. पल में परिलय होएगी बहुरी करेगा कब. Remember that बहुरी करेगा कब? When will you come back home? That's one translation. The other translation is, when will you profit? Bahuri. When will you have this dhan, this wealth? How beautifully all these concepts are tied together. And these words come and they have different meanings. Nanak chet sahaj sukh paave, je har par ghar dhan paaye. Let's listen to this last verse in the way that we recorded it. I'll play it for you.
भवर भवंता फूली डाली, भवर भवंता फूली डाली, क्यों जीवा मर माए। नानक चेत सहज सुख पावे। नानक चेत सहज सुख पावे, जे हर वर घर धन पाए। जे हर वर घर धन पाए। भवर सुहावड़े, जे हर वर घर धन पाए। भवर सुहावड़े।
जे हर वर घर धन पाए. Also notice the two rhymes here. Chet Basant Bhala, Bhavar Suhavade. Bhavar Suhavade is the positive meaning. Chet is a month that's in between the hot and the cold. We've just had winter, and right after winter there's Chet, and then right after Chet there's going to be summer. So Chet is a Basant Bhala. It's a beautiful in the middle. I realized how beautiful it was when I went to Delhi this time. I said, wow, the temperature is so amazing, the weather is so good. This is the best weather. This is the best weather. That's why all the flowers come out alive. All the bhavars come out alive. Ban phule majbar, inside and outside, everything is blossoming in this season, which is neither hot nor cold. It's just beautiful. But it has elements of both hot and cold. Bhavar Suhavade, you see how the rhyming is re. And then Pir Ghar Bahude. This is the second rhyme. I believe the first rhyme is for the finding the beauty, finding the love within. Bhavar Suhavade. They're beautiful. Bhavar Suhavade. So when Guru Nanak sings Je har var ghar dhan paaye, he rhymes it with Bhavar Suhavade. But when he is talking about separation, Bire Virod tan chijay, Kyon dukh ank sahijay. How should I suffer this pain? Kyon ank dukh sahijay, he rhymes it with Main pir ghar bahude. So what I was doing here was, when I was repeating the second stanza, I was repeating Bhavar Suhavade, because it is sort of a happier, hopeful ending. So let me play that again so you get the sense of it.
नानक चेत सहज सुख पावे, जे हर वर घर धन पाए। जे हर वर घर धन पाए, भवर सुहावड़े। जे हर वर घर धन पाए, भवर सुहावड़े। चेत बसंत भला, भवर सुहावड़े। बन फूले मंझबार, मैं फिर घर बाबुड़े। 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 फिर घर बाबुड़े। मैं फिर घर बाबुड़े। फिर घर बाबुड़े। मैं फिर घर बाबुड़े।
चेत बसंत भला, भवर सुहावड़े। बन फूले मजबार, मैं फिर घर बाहुड़े. So this is a shabad that I've been meditating upon. It's Rag Dukhari. And as I was meditating on this shabad, I thought of a couple of other poems that I've seen this in. One of them is a Chinese poem. It's called Spring View by Du Fu. Now Du Fu was an 8th century poet. So think about this. This is more than 1,000 years ago that he wrote this poem. He says that the country is broken through hills and the rivers remain. In the city, in spring, grasses and trees are thick, moved by that moment of flowers splashed with tears. Morning parted, a bird startles the heart. The beacon fires have joined for 3 months now. Family letters are worth 10,000 gold pieces. I scratch my head, its white hairs growing thinner, and I barely can now hold a hairpin. So the background on this poet is, this poet was the king's poet, but there were some revolutionaries who took over the empire, who ransacked the empire, and the poet, along with the others, had to run away. But they caught the poet and they put him in prison, and he wrote this poem in a prison. And he's talking about the country is broken, and this beauty of Basant, the beauty of spring is out there, but what I love is not there. Now he was separated from his family, and he's saying, family, the letters from a family are worth 10,000 pieces of gold. When you don't have what you really, really love, you miss it. And this is a poem about missing. I'll post it so you can also read this. But I wanted to read another poem which was also written at a time when the poet was in a prison, and that is Faiz Ahmed Faiz. Faiz Ahmed Faiz is, by the way, 20th century's one of the best poets of the 20th century. He wrote amazing ghazals. He was nominated for the Nobel Prize the year that he died. He just wrote a really, really amazing poetry. And one of his ghazals is Gulon mein rang bhare, baade no bahar chale, chale bhi aao ke gulshan ka karobar chale. So he's saying, look, the Gulon mein rang bhare, in the flowers, there is no color if you're not there. Baade no bahar chale, there is no wind that's blowing. The new breeze of spring, it's not there because you're not there. Chale bhi aao ke gulshan ka karobar chale. Why don't you come so the business of the garden can resume? What is the business of the garden? The business of the garden is love. He says there is no love without my lover. So as I was thinking of this poem, I thought of someone who had heard this poem being sung by, and that's Prakhar Jojan. Prakhar ji is an amazing, amazing singer, a very gifted singer. He is a classical singer, and I happened to meet him when I was in Mumbai. He actually came, he said, Shipri ji, aap aaye ho to main aapko milne aaunga, and he just landed up at my hotel. He is trained by Pandit Jagdish Prasad ji, who was a disciple of Ustad Bade Ghulam Ali Khan Sahab. So he's trained in Indian classical, but he also does a lot of light stuff. And so I requested him to sing this ghazal for us. He has done it. Let's listen to this and think of spring and not having your love while you read the translations. The translation, I'll try to roll the translations as he sings. He's a beautiful singer. So गुलों में रंग भरे बादलों बहार चले. How beautifully he sings. Amazing. Sometime I was trying to get him online live, but we were having some issues with that. But hopefully we can get him live, and he's going to be doing more and more projects with us, and he's going to be associated with Dhunanand. What an amazing artist to have along with us, and he's going to be singing a meaningful music for us. And so I welcome him, and there's going to be more and more of him. But just to talk about this ghazal a little bit, and maybe I'll go over one of the shares. So Gulon mein rang bhare, we just covered that it would all be nice if my love was here. And then the shair says, Kafas udas hai yaro, sabah se kuch to kaho. Kafas is a cage. Kafas udas hai yaro. Now imagine the poet is actually in a prison. He's been imprisoned because he used to write revolutionary stuff. So he's talking about the cage, the kitchen and the cage of the prison. But he's also talking about the cage of the body. The body is a cage, and many poets have used the body as a cage, including Baba Sheikh Farid. And so maybe we'll go over Baba Sheikh Farid's poetry sometime, where he talks about the body being a cage. But here he's talking about the body being a cage. Kafas udas hai yaro. The body is sad. This cage, all that's left of this body is a cage. Sabah se kuch to kaho. Now sabah is wind or air. Sabah se kuch to kaho. Say something to the wind that the prison is sad. His body is sad. When the body and when someone is imprisoned, you know what can go through the prison is the air, the wind. Also, what does the voice carry through? The voice carries through wind. So wind is a metaphor for freedom. So while we are caged, we still have wind. What you can say, if you're caged in this body, the way to attain freedom is through the naam, the shabad, because that gives you freedom. It connects you to the air. When you say something, it goes through the air. It's not caged in the body. Kafas udas hai yaro, sabah se kuch to kaho. Say something to the wind. Kahin to behre khuda, aaj zikre yaar chale. It's fine if I'm in the cage. It's fine. Kahin to behre khuda. At some place, there must be the zikr of the yaar. The talk of my beloved should be somewhere. Even though I'm caged, somewhere there is talk of love. The other sher he sung, Jo hum pe guzri so guzri magar shabe hijna, hamare ashk teri aaqibat sawar chale. What is done, but in sundering night, know that your passing is adorned with our tears. Hamare ashk teri aaqibat sawar chale. Maybe I'll also read the last stanza, which he didn't sing this time. But maqam faiz koi raah mein jacha hi nahi. Maqam, again, he's talking about maqam. Maqam is a place. And in Guru Nanak's poem, we were talking about house. House is where the love is. And when he's been talking about all these, he's been bringing all the imagery of things that are not home. The cage and the wind. Aqbat, the tears that are flowing. The wind that is flowing and the tears that are flowing. or free? What is that house that is free? Maqam faiz koi raah mein jachahi nahi. I have met many, but I haven't found someone that I had a liking for. Bhavar bhavanta phuli dali. The Bhavar is going from one flower to the other in search for home, in search for maqam. Bhavar bhavanta phuli dali. एक फूल तो दूसरे फूल तक जा रहे हैं. मकाम फैज कोई राह में जचाई नहीं. कोई राज जचाई नहीं. कोई भी फूल भंवर को अच्छा नहीं लगा. जो कुएं यार से निकले तो सुएदार चले. He says, my life from beginning to the end belongs to my love. When I get out of my love's house, kuwe yaar, when I get out of the house of my love, kuwe yaar se nikle, to suedar chale. The only place for me, if I get out of the house of my beloved, are the gallows. Suedar is a place to be hanged. So he's saying what Guru Nanak says, Akhan jiva visare mar jao. As long as I sing, I live, and as soon as I forget, I die. There are only two places for me. One is to sing your name, Kuwe yaar. Gulon mera gabhare badeno bahar chale. चले भी आओ कि गुलशन का कारोबार चले. If you don't come, how will spring come? If you don't come, how will there be spring? चले भी आओ कि गुलशन का कारोबार चले. Let me read some of the comments here. I know I've been just talking and doing a meditation, and it's almost 9:50. But I'm gonna read some of the comments and see if there are any requests. मेरे हर प्रीतम की कोई बात सुनावे. सत श्री अकाल प्रेरणा जी, अभिरूप जी, wonderful to have you here. Nanki ji, I was to my right, but now hopefully it's fixed. Pallavi ji, Jatinder ji, wonderful to have you here. Maninder ji, Nanki ji left me a long message. Let me read this. I saw you there live. Oh, so Nanki ji was there in either Delhi or Mumbai, where I was live. She says it was a mesmerizing experience and got to learn so much from you. So much in awe of your voice and the way you explain every line of Guru Ji's rendition so passionately. To that I'll say, I'll repeat Faiz's words. Jo kuwe yaar se nikle to suedar chale. If I'm not with my love, I'm as well dead. So you have to be passionate to be flowering. I'm fortunate to have the Guru with me and all of you with me, so I can remember the Guru with all of you. Prerna ji wrote something very interesting. Could it also mean that we're going through incarnation after incarnation? The beauty of these poems is they can mean many, many things, and they can mean different things to different people. And for those who believe in reincarnation, it can mean that. Bhavar na go fera is heras, the cycle of life and death. So the Bhavar is in these cycles and is not finding his home. But the Bhavar will find his home in Sahaj, in love. Anantji, again, wonderful. I saw him in Mumbai. He came all the way from Pune, so that's wonderful to have you here. Ahmad Rizwanji, amazing poet from Pakistan. And hopefully later on this month, which is Poetry Month, we will have some poets who will be guests on this program. And then hopefully we can have Ahmadji also come. He has written many beautiful ghazals, but he has also written poetry on Guru Nanak. And we would love to hear that, Ahmadji, perhaps middle of April. So that would be wonderful to have you there. Luis, highlighting the rhymes really makes it easier to follow, to learn the sounds of the characters too. Wonderful. An avid learner. I'm always inspired by Luis. She's new to the language, but she's learning everything and she's very curious and she sends me amazing letters. Perhaps I'll share those letters with you one day. Jatinderji, who also sings ghazals, who's saying this beautiful ghazal is sung by Ustad Mehdi Hasan Sahab. Ravinderji, wonderful to have you here. Prakharji is here. Wonderful to have you here too. Prakharji, अगर आप join कर सकते हो तो try करते हैं अभी. At least we can say hi if possible. If you can join, try to join, and we'll see if we can work it out. When he was trying to join, I had some problems with it, so it didn't work. But we'll see if he can. It's the same link. Try to join, and then we'll see. Neil Vadhavanji, now you need to do what you did in Delhi, in Mumbai, here in San Francisco Bay. Yes, I think there were a couple of people who have asked for sort of a workshop in California, and that would be wonderful. I don't have my Delhi musicians, but I'm sure we'll find some musicians here, or we'll just take a piano and do those sessions here. Yeah, that'll be fun. Absolutely. Ruby ji, wonderful to have you, and Deepa Mehrotra ji, wonderful to have you here as well. Anchal ji, fantastic to have you here as well. Maybe we'll play a shabad at the end, and then I will repeat. We will repeat the beautiful song that Prakhar ji sang. So let's do Mood Mana.
मन एक नचेतस मूड मना हर बिसरत तेरे गुण गा लिया मूड मना मन एक नचेतस मूड मना हर बिसरत तेरे गुण गा लिया मूड मना तित सरवरडे भैले निवासा पाणी पावाक तिन्हे किया पंकज मोह पग नाही चले हम देखा तह डूबियले मन एक न चेतस मूड मना हर बिसरात तेरे गुण गालिया मूड मना मन एक न चेतस मूड मना ना हो जती सती नाही पड़या मूरख मुग्धा जन्म भया रणवत नानक तिनकी सरना जिन तू नाही विसरया जिन तू नाही विसरया तिनकी सरना मन एक न चेतस मूड मना
मन एक न चेतस मूड मना हर बिसरत तेरे गुण गलिया. Prakhar ji has joined us, so we'll join him in just a second. But I wanted to answer just one question that was asked. Veer ji, why did you call Mood Mana a song and not a shabad? If I would call rose a mushroom, would it have any less smell? I think we get caught in names. Guru Nanak says, सिर नानक लोका पाँव है बलिहारी जाऊं जेते तेरे नाव है. लोग कहे ये गीत है, ये तो ब्रह्म विचार, says Kabir. We have to live in the world, and people say it's a song. Why people? Even the Guru says it's a song. Guru Tegh Bahadur says this is a geet. जो गावे प्रभ के गीत, जगत में झूठी देखी प्रीत. नानक भौजल पार परे, जो गावे प्रभ के गीत. He calls it a song. So if the Guru can call it a song, we can call it whatever we want. But it's really the bhav that matters. I try to call it shabad because I know the difference. But at some point, no differences remain. And when you get to that point, it doesn't really matter. All the names are His. I'm not going to belabor on this. And we'll see if we can join someone here. Here we go. Wow. Let's see if I can... Wonderful. नमस्ते जी, क्या हाल है?
सर, आप कैसे हैं?
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. इतना मज़ा आया था तुमसे मिलकर. मुंबई में आए तुम, जब मैं आया तो तुम दौड़कर आकर गए और बहुत प्यार से मिले. इतना मज़ा आया कि लगा कि बहुत पुराना आपको जानते हैं, लेकिन अभी मैं मिला था. मैंने प्रखर जी का गाना सुना, कुछ इंस्टाग्राम पे ये गा रहे थे. एक ये गा रहे थे या एक और कुछ गाना गा रहे थे किसी और का. वो मैंने सुना और बहुत अच्छा लगा। मैंने उनको फिर मैसेज किया, उसके बाद उन्होंने मेरे से बात शुरू की। तो क्या हाल है आपका? मुंबई में ठीक हो?
सर सब ठीक है, सब आपका आशीर्वाद।
तो गुरु का आशीर्वाद है, मेरा क्या होना है।
जी।
और कुछ बताओ अपने म्यूज़िक के बारे में, क्या कहाँ से आपने सीखा? का मैंने थोड़ा बता रहा था कि आपके गुरुजी के बारे में, तो वो पद्मश्री भी हैं, तो आपने कितनी उम्र से सीखा? और आपका आपका मेरे ख्याल फैमिली बैकग्राउंड भी है गाने का, राइट?
जी।
तो बताओ थोड़ा अपने बारे में।
सर मैं राजस्थान के एक शहर है कोटा, वहाँ से रहने वाला हूँ। और मेरे लिए सबसे ब्लेस्ड ये है कि म्यूजिक में मेरा जन्म हुआ। हमारी मम्मी से मुझे बहुत सीखने को मिला। मम्मी, मामा, नाना, नानी, इनसे मुझे काफी मतलब सीखने का सौभाग्य प्राप्त हुआ। जब मैंने बचपन में पंडित जगतार जी को सुना, तो फिर उन्हीं को सुन रहा हूँ अभी तक।
तो वो मैं आई एम
उनकी
सॉरी, मैंने उनका नाम नहीं सुना है। वो बहुत प्रसिद्ध होंगे,
जी
लेकिन
जी
मैं अपनी दुनिया में रहता हूँ
जी
थोड़ा। तो उनके बारे में थोड़ा बताइए, वो क्या हैं? उनको वो काफ़ी प्रसिद्ध भी हैं।
सर पंडित की राजस्थान की पैसा से ही बिलोंग करते थे, पर उनकी परवरिश शायद रायगढ़ में, छत्तीसगढ़ में एक जगह है राजस्थान के लिए, क्योंकि उनके जो पिताजी हैं पंडित पिताजी, वो वहाँ पर रॉयल कॉम्पिटिशन था।
हम्म।
पंडित जी ने बचपन से ही उनको भी जैसे घर में ही गाने बजाने का माहौल था। फिर बाद में उन्हें बड़े गुलाम था मुंबई आ गए।
तो बड़े
मैं
गुलाम
काफी
अली खान साहब से
खुशी
सीखा, वो तो बहुत बुजुर्ग थे होंगे उस टाइम, राइट? तो
जी
तो
काफी बुजुर्ग हैं,
अच्छा अच्छा,
खान
तो
काफी
तुम
समय।
तब जब तुम उनके पास गए तो वो काफी ओल्ड रहे होंगे।
हाँ जी, वो हमारे घर आते थे।
अच्छा।
हमारे हमारे घर आए थे, फिर मैं उनके गाने से बहुत ज्यादा इन्फ्लुएंस हुआ। फिर मैं उनके बेटे श्री सम्राट जी से सीखा।
हम्म।
मतलब मैं उस फैमिली का बहुत उनका ऋणी हूँ।
ब्यूटीफुल ब्यूटीफुल। तो इस बार मैं वहाँ पर आया तो तुमने कहा कि तुम भी आओगे। तुम गुरुद्वारे भी गए, और गुरुद्वारे में तुमने
जी
साथ में मिलकर भी गाया, तो वो भी बहुत मज़ा आया। और मैं अब तुम्हें मैंने पब्लिकली, अब मैं तुम पूछ दूंगा ताकि तुम मुकर नहीं सको, कि तुम 2-3 शब्द भी मैं तुम्हें कंपोज करके दूंगा, वो गाना प्लीज़। कितना अच्छा गाते
मेरा
हो।
सौभाग्य धन्यवाद।
तो वो मैं आपको दूंगा, और होपफुली दोबारा से सुनेंगे। अभी ये तो हमने ऐसा कल ही रात को मैंने इसको कॉल किया कि नहीं यार तुम कुछ गुलों में रंग भेज दो, तो उसने भेज दिया। और बाय द वे ये प्लान्ड नहीं है, हम लोग ये येलो बैकग्राउंड था और मैंने भी येलो पहना हुआ, बिकॉज आई थॉट ऑल द कलर्स टुडे वर येलो। द बीज आर येलो, the sunflowers are yellow, and Guru Nanak was talking about aam. Aam is also yellow. So when he joined, I was like, what, can you join? And we didn't plan this, but we were all yellow. So that tells you that we are really in one mind.
सॉरी
तो गुरु क्या क्या कराता है, वो एकदम सब सुंदर कर देता है।
जी
Um, I'm going to read a couple of comments here. Bob Saniji is saying beautiful poetry and an explanation. Luis is saying something very interesting, that words should not become cages. किसी ने क्या सी, why are you calling this shabad or song? And so words should not become cages, but certain words have the wrong connotation, and sometimes I understand why song would not be appropriate. क्योंकि शब्द है, वो आपको जोड़ने के लिए है, it connects you to the one, and so you have to keep that in mind. But for someone who's a singer, it becomes it becomes a song. Sometimes people complain कि why are you calling Guru Nanak a poet? वो poet थोड़ा है, वो तो बहुत हैं, वो तो पहुंचे हुए हैं. तो मैंने कहा it's not me saying it, he himself, नानक शायर एक हफ्ता है. तो गुरु नानक अपने आप को शायर बोल रहे हैं. उन्होंने तो काफी कुछ बोला है अपने आप को जो बोलने लायक नहीं है. मूड मना, अपने आप को मूड भी बोला है, अपने आप को बावरा भी बोला है, क्या क्या बोला है. तो but words have this power, and that's what we gain from. Anyhow, कुछ तो एक दो लाइन कुछ सुना दो तो फिर हम यहाँ पे एंड करें. तो कुछ ठीक है. हाँ, क्या बात.
बाद चले गुलों में रंग भरे, बाद चले गुलशन गुलों में रंग भरे, बातें उदास है यारों सबास, कुछ तो कहो. कफस कुछ तो कहो. कहीं तो पैर खुदा आज खुदा आज जिक्र चले दिखाओ गुलशन का कारवां चले गुलों में
क्या बात, क्या बात। तो गुरु नानक कहते हैं, आओ सजना हो देखा दर्शन तेरा राम, कम लव आई वॉन्ट टू सी यू। हो खड़ी तका घर आपनड़े, हो खड़ी तका, मैं घर अपने तेरे को ताक रही हूं, खड़ी होकर के, बैठ कर नहीं, उतावली हूं, खड़ी होकर के ताक रही हूं। घर आपनड़े खड़ी तका मैं, मन चाओ घनेरा राम। तो राग सूही खमाज का टाइप राग है और उसमें झप ताल की बंदिश है, आपको सुनाता हूं।
आवो सजना, आवो सजना, आवो सजना राम। आवो सजना ओ देखा दर्शन तेरा राम। घर आपनड़े खड़ी तका मैं, मन चाओ घनेरा राम। आवो सजना ओ देखा दर्शन तेरा राम। मन चाओ घनेरा सुन प्रभ मेरा, मैं तेरा भरवासा। दर्शन देख भई देवा, जन्म जन्म मरण मरण तू नासा। आवो सजना ओ देखा दर्शन तेरा हर खड़ी खड़ी मन जाओ घनेरा जाता जाता सोई। सगली जोत जाता जाता सोई। मिले मिले नाना साजन को बाल जाल जाए, साथ मिले घर आए। आओ सजना हो देखा दर्शन तेरा हर आपने मन जाओ जाओ
पोजीशन। तो मैं जप ताल इसलिए बोलता हूँ क्योंकि लोग डर जाएंगे। है ये 20 मात्रा का ताल है। आवो सजना ओ देखा दर्शन तेरा। हाँ, तो 5 बीट का 4 का साइकिल और उसी में चलता है। और वो जो एंड में तिहाई लग रही है वो भी उसमें है सब कुछ। तो बहुत मजा आया आपके साथ मिल करके और बात करके। और इससे पहले कि मैं जाऊं, आई एम गोइंग टू लीव विद अ शब्द एंड देन वी आर गोइंग टू डिसअपियर। द शब्द इज, बिकॉज अब आने पे बात करनी थी, तो गुरु अर्जन देव जी का शब्द है आओ आओ। तो ये राग आसा में है। आओ आओ। तो क्वेश्चन है कि जो आओ है वो कौन है। तो इसमें बताया कि आओ कौन है और गॉड कौन है। कहते हैं अपनी ही वो आएगा और आपके मत में आपका हृदय डाल देगा। द वन दैट कम्स एंड पुट्स योर हार्ट इन योर माइंड, which adds compassion to your intelligence, is the one that is a God. So the meaning of the shabad is very beautiful. And then when he says "Ao, ao," it's really what you're inviting is compassion, because God की quality है कि वो सबको एक बराबर देखेगा और उससे compassion होगा। तो let's listen to the shabad and then we will stop. Thank you so much for coming, and hopefully we will see you again. Thank you again.
उत्तम मत मेरे हृदय तू आओ, मेरे हृदय तू आओ। उत्तम मत मेरे हृदय तू आओ, मेरे हृदय तू आओ। ध्याओ गाओ गुण गोविंदा, ध्याओ गाओ गुण गोविंदा। प्रीतम मोहे लागे नाओ। उत्तम मत में हृदय तू आओ, मेरे हृदय तू आओ। गुर के शब्द बनाओ एहो मन, गुर का दर्शन संचो हर धन, संचो हर धन, संचो हर धन। मेरे हृदय तू आओ। उत्तम मत मेरे हृदय तू आओ, मेरे हृदय तू आओ। त्रिपत अघावन साचे नाए, 68 महाजन संत धुराए, संत धुराए, संत धुराए। मेरे हृदय तू आओ। सब मैं जानू करता एक, साध संगत मिल बुद्ध विवेक, साध संगत मिल बुद्ध विवेक। मेरे हृदय तू आओ। दास सगल का छोड़ब मां, दास सगल का छोड़ब मान, नानक को गुर दीनो दान, दीनो दान गुर दीनो दान। मेरे हृदय तू आओ, उत्तम मत मेरे हृदय तू आओ, मेरे हृदय तू आओ। उत्तम मत मेरे हृदय तू आओ, मेरे हृदय तू आओ। उत्तम मत मेरे हृदय तू आओ, मेरे हृदय तू आओ। ध्याओ गाओ गुण गोविंदा, ध्याओ गाओ गुण गोविंदा। प्रीतम मोहे लागे नाओ, उत्तम मत में हृदय तू आओ, मेरे हृदय तू आओ। गुर के शब्द बनाओ एहो मन, गुर का दर्शन संचो हर धन, संचो हर धन, संचो हर धन। मेरे हृदय तू आओ, उत्तम मत मेरे हृदय तू आओ, मेरे हृदय तू आओ। त्रिपत अघावन साचे नाये, 68 महाजन संत धुराए, संत धुराए, संत धुराए। मेरे हृदय तू आओ, सब मैं जानू करता एक, साध संगत मिल बुद्ध विवेक, साध संगत मिल बुद्ध विवेक। मेरे हृदय तू आओ, दास सगल का छोड़ब मान, दास सगल का छोड़ब मान, नानक को गुर दीनो दान, दीनो दान गुर दीनो दान। मेरे हृदय तू आओ, उत्तम मत मेरे हृदय तू आओ, मेरे हृदय तू आओ। उत्तम मत मेरे हृदय तू आओ, मेरे हृदय तू आओ। उत्तम मत मेरे हृदय तू आओ, मेरे हृदय तू आओ। ध्याओ गाओ गुण गोविंदा, ध्याओ गाओ गुण गोविंद। प्रीतम मोहे लागे नाओ, उत्तम मत में